The opening day schedule has been released, and it's going to be here on March 30th. Keep that date in mind for a couple things. Let's just run down the list, Brad, and I can do this really quick. I'm going to run down the list of all the games that have been announced. Every team will play on opening day this year, which is unprecedented and triumphant. I'm worried and a little bit upset, and I'll talk about this in a minute. Well, no, I'm talking about it right now. Why, Brad, is opening day on a Thursday? I know there's a million games to get in. I know we have all kind of conflict and everything, but I cannot take my child out of school for a 1 p.m. start time on a Thursday for what I consider to be a national holiday, and I remain irate, Brad.
So let me ask your question. Let me ask you another question to answer your question. Why can't you take your child out of school on a Thursday for a 1 p.m. game on what
Oh, I
you
will.
believe to be a national holiday?
I will. That's exactly
There you
what
go.
is going to happen. But it would be so much easier if it were a Friday or a Saturday.
4-game series. You got to get those 4-game series in
I
over
don't
the
care.
weekend.
I don't want you taking their side, Brad. I want you taking my side.
I think it makes sense, Brig. I think it makes more sense to start the season, to have everybody start the season going into a weekend series than it does to start the season with 1 or 2 games on Sunday than have everybody else start on Monday. I mean, yeah, you can take a 3-day weekend,
No.
right?
That's what I'm saying. Start on Friday. Go ahead and do everybody all at once. Do a 3-game series, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, travel Monday. I don't understand why we're starting on a Thursday. It's just one day too soon for me. It's just disruptive enough of like the flow of the weekend, and because if you took off Thursday to prep food, have a party or whatever, which you will be doing by yourself because it's Thursday and nobody else is going to show up to your house at 1:00 in the afternoon on a freaking Thursday to celebrate what should be a national freaking holiday, Brad. It should be on a Friday.
Okay, I can go with the Friday thing because that's true. Because I'm more likely to take a Friday off than a Thursday. You're right. Because and see, like with my work, the way that I work, I'm gonna have these games on all day anyway while I work because I work from home, so it's not a problem, right?
Yeah.
You know, but
you're an
I
introvert,
understand.
Brad. I'm an extrovert. I want to have
true.
everybody at my house eating wings, watching the Yankees play at 1:00 for the San Francisco being hosted in New York. 1:00. Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah, and the Mariners don't even play till 7:10. So
right, which I would still come to your house for. By the way,
I appreciate
have
that.
a party. I would force that on your introverted self. All right, let's go through. If you want to know when your team is playing on Thursday, March 30th, here it is. San Francisco at New York for the first time ever. And it's the first time those two teams have played each other in like 56 years or something on opening day or whatever. San Francisco at New York, 1 p.m. Eastern. Atlanta at Washington, 1 p.m. Eastern. Baltimore at Boston, 2:10. Milwaukee at Chicago, 2:20. Detroit at Tampa Bay, 3:10. Philly at Texas, 4:05. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati, 4:10. Colorado at San Diego, 4:10. Toronto at St. Louis, 4:10. Minnesota at Kansas City, 4:10. New York Mets are going to play in Miami at 4:10. The White Sox will be in Houston at 7:08. The Angels will be in Oakland if they still have a place to play at 10:07. Arizona will be in LA at 10:10 p.m. Eastern. And Cleveland will be in Seattle at 10:10 p.m. Eastern time. All those are in Eastern time. So that's your opening day schedule for Thursday, the 30th of March.
I don't know. I guess I just hadn't really thought about it, you know?
Oh, I've thought about it.
I can tell.
Yeah. No,
thought long and hard about that one.
I'm an angry little boy right here. So it's fine. It's fine. I will have an opening day party on Saturday, and it'll be just fine. It will be. It'll have to be. Okay.
I think.
Do you have anything else you want to say about the schedule, Brad?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just excited for the season to start. I was actually looking at the spring training schedule the other day because I was like, okay, when am I going to go to games? When am I going to take my son? And I was like, because he and I go to a Mariners game every year, right?
Right. Yeah.
And his spring break, they're all night games. I was like, kind of nice. I don't have to take a day off work.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so we're going to go to a night game. Then I was like trying to figure out where I could go with a buddy, meet him on a Saturday somewhere in town to go to a game. And I was like, man, there are only 5 Saturdays, and I already have 2 of them booked up during spring
Wow.
training because one, we're going to the World Baseball Classic. You're going to be here.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
one
yeah.
is my wife's birthday. So I'm
Oh.
like, I have 3 Saturdays to choose from that I can go to a spring training game with him. So
Wow.
I don't know.
Awesome.
I might not make it to very many games this year. I only made it to one last year, and finally it's hit me. Why? Is because spring training is much shorter than I would like it to be.
It comes and goes really fast.
It really does.
Is there an opening day series you're really excited about other than Seattle?
Other than Seattle, I think that Giants Yankees one is cool.
Yeah, me too.
That's really neat. I don't know. I pay attention to the Diamondbacks just because I'm local. So the Diamondbacks and Dodgers. That's one I'll be watching. As an AL West, as a fan of an AL West team, I'm always paying attention to the Astros. So I'm going to see what the White Sox do against the Astros on that opening weekend. But
Nice.
those are mine. What about you? Anything besides the Yankees?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the. So I'll be paying attention to the Baltimore-Boston series for 2 reasons, and I bet you can't figure out what those are. One is I'm very excited about Baltimore being successful,
Right.
and the other ones should be a mystery. But then the Texas series, I'm really excited about the Texas series. I've been talking about how good I think Texas is going to be this year, and it's as a ramp up into next year. So we'll see. But that's the one I'll be watching probably the closest, just to see if I'm right. If the vibe checks out.
Well, and the Mariners World Series run starts 10 p.m. Eastern
on Thursday, March 30th. Yeah.
So
all
game
right.
1.